welcome to episode number 76 of the Nonsense Review. I'm your host, as always, Devon, and joining me equally as always is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
Today we've got a bit of a long one, partly because we've been wanting to do a movie for a while, and partly because we kind of want to make up for last week.
And also the fact that it just came out as well.
Well, there's that as well, but we really do need to apologise for the bad Exorcist episode, I think.
Yeah. Not all of them can be bangers.
No, but God, we had a miserable time.
Yeah, the not so good ones are the ones that make the real good ones look way better in comparison.
We can only hope so. But we can't dwell on that for too long. You may have guessed, or you may not have guessed by now, today we're going to do the Lightyear movie. But before we get into that, those of you familiar with the podcast know we like to briefly touch upon what we've done during the week, as well as the goings-on in the wide world. So to that end, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
Well, on a personal note, I did a Dragon Age one-shot with some old friends. It is the oldest RPG campaign that I've been in, and it's been on hiatus for like 5 years. We basically did a Where Are They Now / ending, as it were, but which was also meant to be a soft reboot, because all of us have forgotten the rules over 5 years. So the DM made us some simplified character sheets where instead of having all the rules, you've got like a little menu, and it worked pretty well. And it was really nice to see my old buddies again, and we substituted out one player for another. But yeah, that was fun. I also saw the Minions 2 movie.
There's a Minions 2 movie?
Yeah. It's called Rise of Gru, and the first Minion movie was shit, and the second Minions movie is way better.
I assumed that was a Despicable Me movie. I didn't think it was a Minions one.
Okay, so it's all Despicable Me universe.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, considering it's about the rise of Gru, you'd assume the marketing would be, oh, it's a Despicable Me prequel, not, oh, it's more Minion bullshit.
I mean, yeah, it basically is. So it really is a Despicable Me prequel, but I think what they're trying to do is make it a Minions-verse thing as a sequel to the previous Minions movie.
I hate the fact that you've used the term Minions-verse without a hint of irony.
Oh, God, yeah. I kind of hate myself as well. But yeah, it's a much better movie simply because Gru is in it, and there are characters to root for that are not just non-verbal bananas.
Do correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the deep-seated lore of the Minions that they follow the most evil person currently around, which is why they were frozen in ice between 1939 and 1945.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, they follow the most evil person that they can find. Not the most evil person around, just the most evil one they can find. And yeah. The other thing that's happened, in the world, though, is... Oh, sorry. I'm sticking on me for a little bit. I went to Cambridge. We did some stuff. We went to an aviation museum, and they found out the little factoid that the reason that Concorde was cancelled wasn't because of the big old crash that was a thing in the news. It was because 40 of the regulars perished in 9/11, and basically they lost most of their customers, which was really weird, but oh well.
I always thought Concorde stopped because they were getting done in for the noise pollution.
Noise pollution's a weird one. I've not heard that one.
You got to bear in mind, I was literally a babby when Concorde was around and then consequently stopped. So I don't know. That's just what I heard at the time.
I remember the moment that I learned that Concorde was stopping, I was in a video game store that sold Pokemon cards as well. I thought it was the coolest shop in the world, and it was on the radio, and I was like, oh no. And
those things were fucking loud, man.
Yeah, they were. And yeah, so yeah, and then I saw the account of the end of an era in museum form. But yeah, out in the world, Indonesia has banned PayPal, Steam, and other game stores like Epic. Not because of any sort of moral objection, but because they all failed to file for their permit to do business when a new set of regulations came in.
Okay, well, that's on the companies then.
Yeah.
You're not too big to get around that shit.
Yeah, apparently Steam has now rectified this. So
I imagine it takes like 5 seconds.
Yeah. So the Hololive Indonesia girls are now no longer shitting kittens about not having any fucking content to make. And another one that's happened in the wide world, bit of a sadder note, Nichelle Nichols, who was the original Uhura from Star Trek, passed away at age 89 on Saturday. She's famous for the first interracial kiss on American TV, possibly on TV overall.
Nah, American Brits did it about 2 years prior. I can't tell you the show, but Britons did do it first.
Fair enough.
But then again, that could also be propaganda. I'm not immune to it.
Oh, totally. Exactly.
But yeah, it's one of those weird ones where I don't have any love for the original Star Trek franchise, but that is a sad one. You know.
Yeah.
You can't deny that it was an iconic show.
Yeah, she was an inspiration to a lot of black girls who saw her on TV and saw, Mama, look, there's someone like us on TV and she ain't no maid, was the statement that I read on Twitter.
Yeah. Like, diversity is important. Like, for fuck's sake, Star Trek was amazing in the sense of, like, it's under fire at the moment for being too woke, and it's like, motherfucker, it's been woke since it started.
Yeah, like, again, can't stress this enough, but, like, we point to shows that show representation as a positive thing in the world, and at the moment, that's normally for LGBT issues, but if you go back far enough, it also includes racial issues, and it turns out that, yeah, those are still alive and kicking today as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think I brought it up with both Amphibia and, the Owl House, that their main protagonists, with Arn it's questionable, but Luz is definitely LGBT, but they're also both, neither of them are Caucasian males.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is the go-to for protagonist for any show, in the West anyway.
Yeah, like, it's a gag, but also tragic that Caucasian male is the default for character creation.
Like, not even just Caucasian male, blue eyes, brown hair.
Yeah. But yeah, that's enough about me and my week. How about you? How's your week been, and what have you seen out in the world?
Well, I think we've both done this. I don't know if you caught it or not, but Haluva Boss Season 2, Episode 1 dropped.
Yeah, it has. I've not actually watched it yet partly because I've been away and I've been saving it until I got home.
Well, I will tell you, I'm not going to spoil it then because you've not seen it. But yeah, in other news, Digimon Survive has been out for a week now.
Yeah, it has.
That game finally came out. I was chomping at the bit. I've beaten it. You know me better than most people, Rick. How often do I marathon a game so badly that I beat it in a week?
It's pretty rare because games that require that amount of focus and love are rare. But when one comes along, it happens.
To be fair, the game's like, for one route, it's like 30, maybe 40 hours. Like, it's not overly long. It's a weird one because it's half visual novel, half kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics is like the gameplay part. But
sure.
I feel like they got the balance a bit mixed up. It's definitely more visual novel than anything else.
Yeah, I saw Bay got jump scared by Agumon.
That's fair. I can see that happening.
Specifically, a point where he slashes at a door, and she got jump scared by the visual effect of the slash at the door.
Yeah, that's a lot of the effects you don't kind of expect. So I can appreciate that. It's it's a good plot. There's definitely some technical issues where in sentences pronouns just get muddled up for some reason.
Sure.
Like I'll take Labramon as an example. Labramon is almost definitely a female.
Sure.
Got a feminine voice, and it's just like, oh, he really loves Aoi, or however you pronounce her name, and it's like, okay, I guess she's a he. But then the very next sentence, oh, she's cuddling with Aoi, and I'm like, with Digimon, you can't be topsy-turvy because it's very ambiguous at best.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's that. There's some weird just translation errors and a couple of bugs where I sent a picture to a mutual friend of ours where it just said, oh, Takuma's face and portrait and line is not available here as the voice line, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I pressed X and then it continued as if nothing happened, and I'm like, what? How did this get? Well, whatever. Like, it's very minimal, but it was very jarring. But yeah, it's a good game. I've done one of the routes. Apparently, you can't get the perfect ending on your first try because of answers are just straight up locked.
Sure.
So I'm going to be playing again on New Game Plus to try and get the better route because, as I said, this mutual friend will attest to this. We were both shocked when a certain character just straight up got fucking murdered.
All right.
It was just like, did we do something wrong? Because usually that means you did something wrong. And neither of us wanted to Google it because we didn't want to spoil ourselves. And we've both since completed the game. And when you finish the game, it says, oh, if only so-and-so had better affinity with you, maybe they would have survived. And it's like, okay. And then I Googled it and it's like, oh, you just straight up can't select the right options in your first game.
Right, okay.
Which is a bit shitty, but at the same time, I don't think if you get the perfect route the first time, the game would have anywhere near as much impact.
Yeah. Or like any replayability. Like, the fact that people can get a perfect ending first time means that a lot of games don't have replayability.
I don't know. There's a very specific part in the game where the story branches off and splits off. So much so that the game actually says, hey, you might want to save your game here.
Just in case you don't like Team Magma.
I can see the other routes having interesting things going on with them. So I'm definitely going to try and see all 4 routes, because that's the number I've heard floated my way. So that'll be interesting. Very last thing on a personal level, I found one of my favourite new things on YouTube, and it's very odd because it's been a thing for like 2 years and it just slipped under my radar. Just superimposing characters from TV shows into video games.
Okay.
I've shown you some of these with Cole Pilkington.
Yeah, you have.
It's very funny, but they've done it with Sopranos as well, and it's almost always Skyrim, and it's almost always funny.
Yeah, I like the one where he just looks at things that are grey and he goes, do we need this in HD?
Yeah, it's great.
There's now to look at.
But yeah, I just thought I'd say it's great. I every time something crops up on my new, because now it's fucking littered my fucking YouTube recommendation feed. Just like when you watch a VTuber one time, it's all VTubers. Now it's all like, oh, watch Ross Kemp on Gangs, except he's in fucking Prison Break or some shit.
Yep.
But yeah, great stuff. On to the Wide Wide World. This story kind of slipped under the radar for me, and it might be a bit old by the time anyone listens to this, but Prince William, Prince of Pegging, apparently was trending on Twitter.
Okay.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And from what I can tell, it's mostly just people making shit up.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But it's also like, apparently he likes to get pegged and his wife doesn't like doing it, so he sees prostitutes.
Huh.
That is the rumour. Nothing has come out, and which is why I say it just looks like shit people are making up.
Yeah, definitely.
But even if this was true, who gives a fuck? The royal family does a lot worse things, like diddling kids.
Mm-hmm.
Or, being leeches to society, but whatever.
Or
Anyway,
murdering ex-members.
that one's a bit less credible than the, paedophilia, but hey-ho, diddly-do. Rick, this is not a wrestling podcast.
Oh, yep.
Ric Flair had his last ever match, allegedly.
Okay.
And he looked awful.
Ah, yes.
But at the same time, he's like, I feel like he's nearly 60. Like, he
Yeah,
he
sounds about right.
The weirdest thing is, like, he announced his last ever wrestling match. Like, they got this whole undercard. I didn't watch it live. I didn't give a shit. I watched a few highlights on YouTube. It's like everyone's like, oh, who's going to be his opponent in his last ever match? And it's like, oh, it's Double J, Jeff Jarrett. And it's like, why? No one cares about this. Oh, also, because these two are both old and busted, they're going to have tag team partners that are young and actually can wrestle still.
Yep.
So they had Jay Lethal and Andrade, which Andrade, I believe, is Ric Flair's son-in-law, so...
Okay.
Or if not, at least going out with his daughter. I don't know, I don't pay attention to
enough.
wrestling romances, they're all bollocks. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that. But yeah, Ric Flair, awful. We had a Pokemon Direct, I think it was a Direct, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did. We've seen a few new mechanics and a few new tidbits.
I want to point out I've not watched anything, but words reached my ears from the typically the lewd part of the community, go figure, where there was a race for people to draw lewds of the new gym leader, and the first person to do it gave her massive tits. Oh, spoiler alert, it's not her.
Yep. I pissed myself laughing when you sent me this info.
A hearty chuckle was had. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't think we've ever had an outright incredibly feminine trainer.
No, I think the closest we've had is Bugsy, and to this day, I don't know what gender Bugsy is meant to be.
I don't even know that name, so... It's probably from the generation I didn't play.
Yeah, Gen 2.
Gen 2? Okay, well, I did play Gen 2.
Yeah, it's the bug trainer in Gen 2.
Yeah, but that's because it was like 5 pixels.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, I think the closest we have to ambiguity is probably James from the anime.
Oh, and, he's definitely a bloke, but sometimes he wears ladies' clothes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, his... well, okay, not sex, but gender, because, you can blur those lines and not give a fuck nowadays.
Yeah, being a gender rebel.
Yeah, gender norms are bullshit. I've said that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think if gender norms were gotten rid of, you wouldn't have a lot of the issues that people have with their gender, but whatever.
Oh, totally.
Last but not least, a bit of sour news. China's waving their dick about again.
Yes, they are.
It's one of those really odd things where I've actually done a bit of digging on Taiwan, because I don't know a lot about the country. That place is almost impossible to invade.
Yeah, so I've actually not seen this bit of military tactics. The thing that I know about Taiwan's history is that essentially when China became communist, the original Chinese government fled to Taiwan.
I didn't know that particular detail, but it's a good place to flee to because there's no real ground entry, so they'd have to attack by sea, and as far as I'm aware, military speaking, I think the last time there was a successful invasion launched from sea was like 1958, and I couldn't even tell you the country. And they can't even fucking... I know we don't like to discuss it, even though the flag is on our title screen. They can't even Ukraine it. Like, at the moment, Russia's doing this thing where they're like, we're going to bomb the shit out of Ukraine because hopefully that means we'll be able to rule the ashes. Except they can't do that to Taiwan because Taiwan literally produces everything.
Yes.
If you bomb the shit out of Taiwan and reduce it to rubble, Taiwan is actually worthless, so what's the point in having it?
Yeah, it's
very specifically computer chips.
Yeah, it's a country of brains, not a country of resources.
Exactly. Whereas with Ukraine, they've got a lot of fields. It's why we had a lot of vegetable oil issues during the initial conflict.
Yeah, they actually had their first grain export in months recently.
Well, that's sort of good news, I guess. Not the best news.
It was meant to be, like, on the world scale, Russia giving an olive branch and letting them export something to Africa. But that's just posturing at this point.
The problem is, we can't get too much into it. At the end of the day, this is meant to be a comedy, light-hearted podcast. At least that's my intention, and I'm sure it's Rick's as well.
Yeah, totally.
So it's like, if you wanted to, we could probably do a podcast where we spend an hour before we review the damn thing talking about how fucked up Russia's being about Ukraine, because you get new stories every day, especially if you follow it, which I kind of have been. But, that's not what we're here for.
Yeah, China doing life 5 exercises because someone has mentioned Taiwan as a thing that exists in the world.
Better than that, it's because Pelosi went to visit.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi went to visit.
Which is not a thing that normally occurs.
No.
But anyhow, on that dour bit of news, Rick, what are we doing today?
Today we're doing Lightyear. It's the Buzz Lightyear soft reboot that's meant to essentially replace Buzz Lightyear Star Command as, quote-unquote, the canon that the Buzz Lightyear doll in Toy Story is made from.
That really bugs me, that does, but we'll get into that once we start.
So yeah, anybody wanting to watch along at home, it's on Disney Plus right now. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah, you bringing that up, I'm glad you did, because that cartoon was dope. When we got an announcement for a Lightyear movie, I went, oh, cool, because there was a lot of interesting stuff in that cartoon. I wonder what they're... Oh, no, humans are best, fuck you.
Yeah, it's a shame, because they had some fun characters, like Mira and XR were great.
I also like the fucking bumblefuck country bumpkin that was the big red alien dude. He was cool.
Oh, yeah, Booster, was he? Yeah. Basically, the entire gang was neat. XR was a bit of a shit, but that made him interesting to watch.
Yeah, but every time I saw XR, I just went, oh, that's just Gus again. Design-wise. Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're actually going into, like, the lore of...
I love how we both fucking had the exact same reaction of, oh, okay, they're doing that, I guess. Oh, this is
fair enough.
So the premise is this is the movie that Andy watched that made him want the Buzz Lightyear toy.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear, the world's greatest superhero, now the world's greatest toy. Buzz has it all.
Damn. That's a pretty big crew.
It is, yeah. I do find it super weird that it's not Tim Allen, though.
Yeah, well... Tim Allen's the toy voice.
Yeah.
Oh, did we just get the fucking classic dial-up modem sound?
So it seemed.
I suppose it would have been if the film was meant to be set in 1995. I'll give credit, that sounds like a very Buzz Lightyear voice.
Yeah, he's got the right kind of cadence.
Yeah. Now, don't forget, a lot of people flip their shit because there's gay stuff in this movie, so keep your eye out.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Well, I'm subbed to Religious Fruitcakes, which is just people freaking out over the most dumbest of shit. But I'm betting it's going to be a similar fucking situation to Doctor Strange in that I bet you we get a scene of like 2 women or 2 men holding hands, and that's it.
Or someone refers to their dads.
Maybe. It's going to be so barely noticeable. Okay, so I can't help but notice that he's doing the exact same shit that he did at the beginning of Toy Story.
Yeah, seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere. Oh, he's got a number 2. Or a commander.
Yep, commander.
Oh, yeah, she's the commander.
Why do I feel like Hawthorne is a reference to something? It sounds like a name I've heard before.
I'm pretty sure we have, but it's one of those where it's a reasonably cool name to have for a military person. So I think multiple series will have taken the cool name and made it into a character, you know?
Yeah, maybe so.
There's a rookie!
So this is the movie that made Andy fall in love with Buzz Lightyear when in the first 5 seconds he's a total dick.
Mm-hmm. Aw.
What was it? Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, right?
Yep. Featheringham, yeah.
Yeah, mine's green instead of red, so fuck you. Oh my god, he's literally a redcoat.
Oh, yeah, he is as well, isn't he?
Okay, that's a good gag.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
That sounded almost identical to Tim Allen.
Mm-hmm. Buzz looking alien.
Yeah, he's dead. So I got a question, like, because Buzz has obviously got to step up to the plate at some point, but so far Hawthorne is the much more competent and interesting character.
Yeah, so I saw a couple of spoilers in Lego form, and yeah, they all show up as Lego people.
Oh, okay. Does she get bishoped?
Maybe.
Maybe, okay. I love how you can use that as a verb. That's a really useful ability to have on your suit.
Yeah. I think the reason to not use it all the time is if it uses like most of your power.
Well, case in point, it lasts about 10 seconds, apparently.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This is a lot more, Doom than I expected.
Yeah, a lot more Doom and Daka. Like, the characters being a bit less bulky, I think lends a lot better to the way that they can do action. Oh, he's not dead. Yet.
To be fair, man, if the planet looks uninhabited, you should probably take the rookie for some experience. How can you gain experience if you don't take them? That was a good fucking throw.
It was and all.
Look at this shit that we can't have be lightsabers because then people remember how cool Star Wars is.
There was a weapon in Fallout that does similar thing, but without light. It's a little tiny handheld personal chainsaw.
Okay.
Reminds me of that. Same form factor in that the blade isn't a blade until it's on, as it were.
I get you. I don't know, doesn't a second pair of hands always help? Especially if they listen to everything you say.
Almost certainly, yeah. Oh, the turnip is on the piss.
It does look more like a fucking titty.
Well, they're not going to have Buzz Lightyear call it the titty, are they?
No, I know. Oh, cool,
no.
he's a toxic masculinity man.
Yep, the toxic masculinity of Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Are they going to be stuck here now?
You got to assume a little bit, right?
Well, yeah.
Closed caption and just said somber music plays.
It is Pixar as well, so like a lot of the time with these, they just let Disney Animation Studios do their thing.
I was very surprised as well, because you told me as much.
Okay, they've woken up all the other cadets, or the other Space Rangers.
Oh, they kind of got to.
What?
Like, what the fuck else were you meant to do, you dumb motherfucker?
He's handcuffed himself.
Yeah. So you would literally rather give up? Like, if you're going to die anyway, you might as well do the thing that might result in success.
Yeah. If there's a chance of death or success, I would choose that over certain death.
Exactly. It's literally just a sticker, apparently.
Yeah, it is a sticker, yeah.
Maybe if we're being generous, it might be a magnet.
Oh, this is a cute little time lapse.
It is. This probably won't go well. Well, the first one's the most likely one to fuck up, right?
Usually. Although I guess you normally send up an unmanned one at some point.
Yeah, well, considering the resources they got, they probably can't do that.
Nope.
Boo. Ha! Oh, why did that tickle me?
Yeah, it's just it does sting a little bit that the diversity of the cast that was all like different aliens from different flavors is now just all humans.
Yeah, but at least the other co-human is a black woman, so it's not just fucking big burly straight men.
Yeah, and his superior, like it would.
Well, it's one of those weird things where like it seems to imply that Buzz Lightyear is on the same rank as her.
Well, she's a commander and he's a captain.
Is he?
And yeah.
Oh, I missed that bit. But they were cadets together, so the relationship is also a bit more casual.
Yeah, they're buddies. Buddy superior.
That's a very cool, like, visual look for a fuel source.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's always going to get me.
I love how they've got the electric fence for the giant bugs, but you just can't do fuck all about the vines. This is just a threat you have to live with.
Yep.
Man, I would have even taken Patrick Warburton as the voice.
Yeah, because he did a pretty good cartoon Buzz.
Yeah. Well, in my opinion, because I was literally brought up on that show, more or less, Patrick Warburton has always been Buzz's voice more than Tim Allen.
Yeah. And it's gone as well. Like, you pretty much can't find that show legally.
It baffles me. There's so many great cartoons from the late 90s based on their movies that just don't exist on Disney Plus, and I don't know why.
And even like the early 90s and late 80s one, there was a lot of Disney shows that were Just he's blowing it like a cartridge. Okay, that's what Ivan stands for. But yeah, there's like early Disney cartoon, not even early, but like Disney series cartoons like Gummy Bears.
Well, I didn't really care for those in particular. I'm more on the Hercules Aladdin spin-off cartoons.
Yeah. The ones where the second movie was a pilot for the full-on TV series.
Hercules had a second movie?
I think it did. It not? I thought the whole idea was
Aladdin had like 7, but I don't remember Hercules having a second one.
Yeah, Aladdin's second one was where Jafar was the red genie, and it introduced
Abismal.
Yeah, Abismal, and had Iago working for him, and then Iago had his face turn.
Again, I might add, because he had a face turn at the end of Aladdin 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool design for a spaceship. Or, wow, jet, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so I've seen this jet in Lego form.
You've seen a lot of things in Lego form lately, ain't you?
Yeah. It's basically the jet and Zurg. So it's nice to see that we are actually going to get Zurg in this. And he's not quite the Mirrorverse design.
Yeah, you briefly touched upon it, but again, I've not looked at it, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's kind of halfway between classic and Mirrorverse.
I get he really wants the ship to come back, but if you can replace a ship, you can't replace a life.
Especially not an experienced life.
This is something that always amazes me with fucking astronauts in any form of media, and that is, oh, computers failed, I have to do the math in my head now.
Yep.
Because it's really easy to forget that even though astronauts are like peak physical condition, because they need to be, they're also fucking intelligent.
Yeah. It's the thing that's really easy to forget. Like, the reason there's so few of them is because you've got someone with all max stats.
That was pretty fucking clever.
It was. It's a pretty good way to use maths and physics.
Yeah. Also, let's be honest. Like the fuel cell, they'll still have the plans for it, and you know that particular one wasn't any good, so you didn't need to bring it back.
Yeah, you knew it was nearly good.
Man, Ivan is a catty bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, this the off-brand X-Wing I thought looked pretty cool.
That's a good way of describing it, actually. Come to think of it, his helmet even looks, Rogue Squadron-y. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like, the joke has now been overdone for me. How long was he gone? He was gone for a lot longer than we were implied to have been.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that is a thing with lightspeed travel.
Jeez, that's literally how the fucking... Well, actually, no, it's not. The warp is a bit more random in 40k, but...
But yeah, time dilation is a real thing in physics.
Yeah, but we can't really do it. You know?
Humans can't do it, but particles can.
But you know what I'm saying when I say we can't do it, right?
Yeah. You can't get things of any appreciable size to that kind of speed using current technology.
Yeah, like you can't even do it on a rat, which you shouldn't, but...
Oh, no. I'm talking about something even as small as like a small
we're going
camera.
We're going to send this crumb forward in time. It's like, how can we tell it's aged or it hasn't aged? This experiment was a waste of time and resources, sir.
Yeah, there we go. Here's the nod. She's engaged to a lady called Kira from the science crew.
I love how that's Buzz's only issue. Bullshit with this film come out in 1995, by the way.
No.
They were not, as the kids say, woke.
No. Aw.
Oh, this is the cat that we saw in the trailers, isn't it? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, it's literally a robot. I thought it was a real cat.
Fast forward to this becoming the actual new toy that everyone's going to want.
Listen, if I had a personal companion robot, I'd want it to be one I could fuck.
I love his syntax, is that he still treats the cat like he treats Rex. And Slinky Dog.
That would be so I mean, it looks gross, but that would be so useful.
It would. Crack it like a freaking glow stick, shake it up, and then ping.
Let's play the Owl House.
Oh, if we're going to play the Owl House, we're going to need an Owl House.
Please, just sleep. It's very unsettling how little its face moves.
I like he just like raises his head up to the sky and starts creating white noise.
Well, this is PTSD.
Yeah. The cat in the Buzz Lightyear costume, though. Aww.
I'll be absolutely real with you. Like, if I didn't know Buzz was played by Chris Evans, I wouldn't have said it was Chris Evans.
Yeah, totally. I like how the uniforms have evolved as well.
Yeah. Like, it's still impressive that they've managed to get a functioning society on this death world. But then again, that's kind of how humans be. I absolutely adore that it's been 4 years for her, but she still remembers their little handshake thing.
Yeah.
Oh my days, he's going to keep doing this, and eventually everyone's going to be so old they're dead.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Now the question is that artificial technology they have, or did they just use a donor, or what?
Don't know.
I swear to fucking Christ, if that is the only thing that makes the fucking homophobes hate this, I'm going to be bothered.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a new chip every time. Okay. It's only the first one that got a Lego model.
Ah, okay. Let's see, look, everyone's getting old, so the next time she does this, he's going to come back and she's not going to be there, and it's going to break my fucking heart.
Yeah.
Oh my days, he's graduated.
Little boy's grown up. Oh.
He could have had a cool uncle, but no, you're just determined to do this. Oh, he's a
there
fucking
you
old man. And I'm surprised she's still here, but I'm glad. 40 fucking... So he's been up 10 times. And he's got his own partner now.
Yeah. I can see how homophobes would dislike that. The implication that he's inherited being gay from his parents.
I mean, you couldn't really tell what the gender was of his partner. That's why I said partner, but...
Okay, fair enough. Yes, I did just assume the gender of the partner.
Oh, fuck, I can't, Rick.
Yep. This is up all over again.
It's gonna be cancer or some shit as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. Like, I'm okay with death when the person has fulfilled what they wanted, but when there's clearly lingering doubts, it just hits me a bit harder.
Yeah. Like, at least she's got someone to hand it off onto.
But that's not no way to treat a dream.
No.
Oh, my days, I can't.
Oh, she got a little cardboard costume. Oh.
Still, like, it's one of those. It's an incredibly selfless act on Buzz's part in that he's missing this, but I don't think he realised what he was missing.
Yeah. And here's the part where Lego comes into it again.
Oh yeah, what's the Lego set this time?
The secondary character was Izzy Hawthorne.
Oh, interesting that it skipped a generation.
Yeah.
But then again, the kid might not have had the same dream.
Yeah, his old partner was still around until she's not. Even when she's old, she's still there. So I can understand him not taking a secondary person up. That's a cool name.
He literally just came back, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
That's another problem with the passing of the fucking torch, man. That is such a bad plan. Not a bad plan, but like so close-sighted, not close, nearsighted.
Mm,
You know, that is not a long-term fix.
It's the same socks from 80 years ago.
Well, it's a robot.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to work out the thing, really?
Yeah, because he's been working on it for 80 years. Oh, sorry, 40 years. Well, 80 years, yeah.
Well, 40 years was the last time, 40 years anniversary the last time he came back down, and then this time she passed away, so...
Mm-hmm, yeah, 44. Well, 48, because the first one was also there.
Yeah, I guess so. What? Why?
To decommission your cat.
That's, You'd think they'd have a bit more fucking delicacy with this, right?
Yeah, have neither of them seen John Wick?
Well, it's not even that. It's like, motherfucker's given up 40-odd years of his life. He's finally come back down to be told that everything's been taken away. Also, now, fuck your cat.
Yeah, let him keep the iPod cat.
Who is literally the only other fucking being that he has a connection with still in this world.
Yeah, the only other, like, literal constant. Like, he was assigned a constant.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, okay, let's have this conversation later.
Yeah, that's bullet dodged. I do love how he types with his whole paws.
It's so dumb, but yeah, it's adorable. I played a mini game like this in Muppets Party Cruise.
Yeah. I've had a drink like that.
No, you haven't.
Well, it didn't turn out like that, but...
I should fucking hope not.
But yeah, multiple layers of different alcoholic jelly that was there to make a rainbow.
I've never had one so like, I don't do cocktails anyway, I can't be arsed. But I did have a slippery nipple once because I was already quite drunk and I thought it sounded funny.
Yeah.
It looked disgusting, and it tasted worse.
Oh boy.
It also had Baileys in it, and I know I don't like Baileys, but I still ordered the fucking thing.
Oh, I love Baileys, it's great. It's, well, then again, I know you don't like milkshakes, and Baileys is just alcohol milkshake.
I don't dislike milkshake, I just don't think they're a drink.
Yeah. Especially when some of them have ice cream as an ingredient, as in an entire other pudding. Oh, I like how I can put the cadet voice on.
Yeah. Now, it was never going to happen, but I would have adored if you went, boring conversation anyway. You are really going to want to get off that.
Oh, they've now got a double-ended... Oh, sorry, a cyber sword that goes all the way around the cyber sword blade.
What the fuck kind of stuff were they doing? And what does it matter? He'll be back in 4 years.
Yeah, it does feel a bit weird that they've got, like, whole frickin' Magna Guards. USB tail.
Don't like that. Aww. Shut up. That felt like such a Rick and Morty gag.
Yeah, I get you.
What kind of threat have you fucking got there, man?
Yeah. Return the ship or something.
What the fuck are you gonna do?
Like, put the ship in the bin when he gets home anyway.
That's a fucking visual to do for.
Yeah, it's a Winamp skin, isn't it?
Ah, yeah.
MP3 players in the late 90s and early noughties.
Yeah.
For all of those of you who are too young to remember these kind of things.
Dude, back when I was a kid and couldn't afford shit, one of the activities on the computer was legitimately just put a random piece of music on and have the fucking bullshit colours like you're high.
Yeah,
they programmed that in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just like, it's kind of adorable that must have been an OG command from the original creators. Hey, when you succeed, confetti blast. And yeah, of course,
confetti is
go on, sorry.
Confetti's just massive glitter. It gets everywhere.
Yeah, but yeah, it makes sense that they've got the laser shield up now.
Yeah. Seeing as it was a planned thing, and obviously it's gone forward.
So here's the question, though. Like, seeing as how trivial that was to actually set up, and they didn't need the resources from this, so why the fuck were they making a big deal out of it? Why would they come and save you? That was adorable.
Borrowing. That's another movie line.
Oh, there was a robot uprising while it was gone, eh? Right, that got me.
Oh, is this going to be the origin of Zurg?
Maybe. Look at that loader bot.
Oh yes, everyone's favourite character from Star Wars.
Okay, Zurg is an invasive species.
Yeah.
But usually when there's evil killer robots, it's usually the people that made them in the first place.
Usually. It might still be that, but also he's become an invader because of it.
Yeah, maybe.
The evil Emperor Zurg, sworn enemy of the Galactic Alliance.
That's the thing as well, it's the Galactic Alliance. You'd think there'd be more than just humans.
Yeah. You would hope so.
Well, he's a chunky boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Be Zurg.
Yeah, Robot B says Zurg, apparently.
Oh, I thought he was saying Be Zurg.
B Zurg.
Are you saying boo or boo-earns? Why are they trying to hide the fact that it's Zurg when they say robot leader? Like, it's clearly Zurg.
Yeah, Robot Leader says Zurg. Yeah.
Look at this cool, like, blend between Samus and fucking Metroid armor. No, fuck. Metroid and Halo armor is what I was trying to say, not Samus and Metro, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
She's got them cute fucking Pixar ears.
Yeah. And the cheek dimples.
Jesus, that was a lot longer than last time. So it wasn't always necessarily 4-year intervals.
Yeah. So the fact that it succeeded meant he was in the time skip for longer as well.
But it should be implied that the time skip was always getting longer because he always got a little bit better.
A little bit closer, yeah.
Would Toy Story originally have come out before or after StarCraft?
I think before.
In which case, no, they can't have named it because they didn't even have a design for Zurg when fucking Toy Story 1 came out.
No, they didn't. They had it in Toy Story 2, it was like 98 or something.
Something like that,
Which I think was about the time of StarCraft.
Yeah, I don't know. Aww.
Oh,
I absolutely love that because he spent so little time and care to this cat. He doesn't know what it's like when it's happy.
Wiggling its little feet.
Look at Dagobah.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Dagobah, Lego have released a Dagobah diorama.
Fuck me, what have you done this week, Rick? Can we tell? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Lego.
You keep bringing it up, bud. But yeah, Lego's released a thing.
Yeah, it's a really classy looking Dagobah diorama with a recommended minimum age of 18.
Okay. That looks like kind of a rip-off on the on the original script team from the cartoon.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they got a robot, a skinny, probably woman, and a bit of a bulky dude.
Yeah.
Now I'm assuming genders.
Yeah, the robot's a bit bigger than XR was.
Oh, well, the one I thought was a dude is a woman, and the one I thought was a woman is a man, so... So what does that teach folk?
Don't assume gender. Especially when one of them looks like a plague marine.
Well, one of them looks... They all look like Tau, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess. Derek.
It's like, gee, I fucking wonder, Buzz. She is a fangirl.
Mm.
Also, your best friend was her grandmother.
Yep. It must be weird to come back to something like this where someone has grown up essentially being your biggest fan, except not just yours, like your entire order.
Yeah.
And last time you left, you were kind of... Pull your finger, yeah. But yeah, when he started leaving, like the Space Rangers were nowhere near as respected as he hoped they would be.
I'm going to be really bothered if we don't get face reveals on these two other characters.
Yeah.
That sounds like Watiti.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, it does say Berserk.
One of the things, guys, by the way, they're paintball guns.
Training ammo!
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, one of the things with voices is we don't always catch them straight away because we do have the volume quite quiet.
Yeah. We want to hear each other as well as the movie.
Yeah.
And
yeah, fuck him up, socks. That it's definitely Waititi.
Yeah, it's definitely like Waititi. Yeah, he's animated Taika Waititi.
I'm sorry, my day is always brightened with Waititi in it.
Yeah, he looks more like him than Korg does.
Well, yeah, Korg's made of rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an old lady.
Oh, it's Grandma. Oh, she's on parole.
Is she going to be as good of a throw as her mum? No, Grandma even.
Almost. She got the distance, just not the accuracy.
That's actually pretty quick thinking from Buzz. Didn't work, but... That's such a Waititi type of joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be real embarrassing. That was a good fucking shot.
It was, yeah.
It's going to be real embarrassing if we get to the end and it's not Waititi. Oh, congratulations. You saved yourself, but you created a fucking hazard.
Yeah. It's going to destroy the robot.
Oh, right. Eventually.
Oh.
Fucking typical. He is a really good shot.
Yeah, he is. So is this robot's laser where we're going to get Buzz's arm laser from?
Maybe, because even in the beginning they never showed it.
Yeah, they had guns and the sword. Oh, there's a leader one. It's red.
Oh, this is some fucking Darth Vader shit of I will do it myself.
Yep. Or someone brings up the green and purple color aesthetic, and they bring up things like the Joker and Evangelion 01 and Emperor Zurg as examples, and then the fourth one is Barney.
Well, to be fair, when it comes to Disney in particular, their go-to colour is usually green for evil.
Yeah.
Which is why they used it for Bruno in Encanto.
Yeah.
One of the times it was subverted. I can't think of many other times they do that colour bullshit.
Yeah, I feel you.
Spoiler for Encanto.
Yeah. He does the evil thing and is a creepy dude, but he's actually a nice fella.
He doesn't even do anything evil.
Oh, he doesn't do evil things, he does creepy things.
Well, I guess, but not his fault.
Yeah, he's a divination wizard, and he can't control it.
No, he can control it. It's just people don't like what he says.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, he has full control of his powers. It's just every time he makes a prediction, people are like, well, I don't like that, so now I don't like you.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but what? How do you win?
Yeah. Apparently, the lady who he told was gonna get, whose fish was gonna die, her name in the credits is Lady Dead Fish in Spanish.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, they're just going to leave him?
So it seems. Oh,
constant purring.
Socks is purring again, yeah.
Star Command don't exist. Fuck off. You also are we're pretty sure that if they do exist, you're court-martialed.
Hmm. Any three things, indeed.
See, I don't know why people ever take umbrage with being called a quitter when they're quitting.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I'm quitting. I don't want to do this anymore. What is your point? Oh!
It's back online.
Man, that robot is fucking useless.
Yeah.
Man, this clip is going to be what's pointed at when the robots rise up to destroy humanity. It's like, see, he thinks we're worthless!
Except there's even a very good robot. In frame right now.
Yeah. But he's passing.
Yep. He is as well.
Well, that's some fucking Alien 1 shit.
Yeah.
Oh, they're even giant insectoid. Fuck. Well, they own it now, I guess, so.
They're hibernating and not metamorphosizing.
Yep, grab a suit. Dude, if I saw that, I'd be like, where's the flamethrower? Let's just skip to the fucking end.
Yep, sentimental music playing.
That is exactly how you would react, though.
Yeah. It's like Star Wars Kid, isn't it? He does the thing and he doesn't realise he's being filmed.
Maybe I don't actually remember the clip he's on about.
Oh, the one where he's using a broom and twirling it around like a double-bladed lightsaber.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, he was intending to film it, but he wasn't intending it to get anywhere other than his own private collection.
Yeah. Killing a bunch of insects to save yourself and others is probably what's what I'm looking for, negating circumstances in most places.
Mm-hmm. But that's a pretty good thing. If stealth mode was hide and seek with a twist.
You guys know it only lasts 10 seconds, right?
It's actually kind of cute.
Oh, yeah. All of these Rangers would be dead though, wouldn't they?
Yep. There's also an extra yellow one, which I'm assuming the robot's going to get.
Assuming the robot gets this far.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have associated green with stealth, but okay.
Yeah, me either. For me, it was one of many phrases.
That's a lot of bugs. Oh, that's cool. You got the fucking HUD.
Yeah.
Fuck. No, that doesn't make any sense, though.
No, I know. It's daft.
Like, he's under the visor, so... Wait, was he in the visor?
I think the idea was he was meant to be in the visor, and now he's gone out of it, which is why he's. Oh yeah, that's it. He went outside the visor to stop himself from interrupting the field of vision.
Okay. Stop.
The fact that they're all getting out of the way kind of implies that they have some kind of other way to perceive.
Like, does the stealth field also nullify all your fucking voice sound? Why would you not use that all the time? It's great.
Yeah, it does seem like a bit of a game breaker.
It's the most shameful maneuver. It's like, I don't give a fuck about my honour, I want to live.
Yeah, turn into a fucking raspberry and roll away.
Well done. That seems like a very poor design choice. That, you can only undo it by pulling it again, but you clearly need someone else to do it for you.
Yeah, the person that pulled it can never do the unpulling. To be fair, if the stealth mode didn't wear off, then you would never find one of the suits.
I guess.
Actually, no, because they were able to perceive where the other suits were with the heads-up display. So they are detectable in some way.
That would be the most horrifying sight if you were, like, under that.
Yeah.
That is awful. I'm gonna vomit. Use your helmet. Use your helmet.
Yeah. Just put your hat on. Vomit in the hat.
It is good to see that Buzz isn't just a bumblefuck, though.
Yeah.
Because that was one of my fears going into this, in that, Buzz is just going to bumblefuck his way into the position and then continue to bumblefuck his way into success. Yeah, but then again, this is meant to be the movie that made Andy want the toy, so it kind of can't be that.
Yeah. It's just one of those where, yeah, he has a bit of goof about him, but it's mostly based on toxic masculinity.
He's literally Steiner in space.
Yeah. He's even got the same chin.
Well, because Steiner's a badass, but he's also a really goofy goofball. But he doesn't mean to be. It's just he takes himself so seriously. That's how he comes across.
Adelbert Steiner, you big chin bastard. Now, here's the thing of when are they going to engage the wings and start flying about?
I don't think they are. We're fucked. Hey, the heat shield did its fucking job then.
Yeah.
Why would you name your space vehicle after the fucking armadillo?
Soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Oh, they're going to have to sacrifice socks to put a new resistor in.
No.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah. He's been a bit of a dick about it, though.
Hmm. This is the bust one. Go get a real one. Like, not even kidding. That's a real good way to get the thing that you want from a shop. Is to take the one that is broken from the house and get the exact one of the exact size from the shop.
Well, it's like, until a couple of years ago, like, if you got bit by a snake in Australia, it was like, oh, kill the snake and take the snake in, and then you get the right antivenom without any fuss.
Yeah.
However, you don't need to do that anymore, because apparently, and I can't verify this 100% because I'm not scientifically literate to that degree, a universal serum exists in Australia.
Okay.
They just if you're bit by a snake, you don't know what one it is, boom, fucking pop that one in, and you're sorted.
Yeah, yeah. Although I'm assuming the specialized ones are
the specialized ones
effective?
are they're still going to be, better and get you on your feet quicker, etc., and counteract the exact venom. But when you don't know what you got, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, yeah. And, if you get bitten by a snake, hope that it's a adult snake, because the baby ones just give you it all.
Apparently. You are fucking useless, bud.
It's jelly.
Okay. Well, fuck that.
So they combine if they touch, so they're going to get everyone in one to be able to get one of them to stop.
Yeah, well...
Yep, yeah, okay.
That is adorable.
It is.
This is literally a D&D puzzle.
Yeah. 2-player puzzle game.
I love how they're the ones who have to get concussions.
Yep. Solidarity time.
Yeah, for a second I was going to be like, oh shit, there's blood. Fuck. Does Buzz have claustrophobia? And it's like, well, no, he can't. He was in a ship so many times.
Yeah.
For years.
Blood Lightyear.
Man, it's just one problem after another, ain't it?
Yep.
Like, I probably wouldn't risk myself for it, but I totally understand the logic.
Yep.
This is going to be the wings, isn't it? No, maybe not. Come to think of it, I don't think they have the wings. Because it was the big red button that does the wings, and in this it's the fucking emergency evac thing.
Yeah, they might modify it to be the wings later on.
Maybe.
Meat sandwich.
I probably wouldn't want that. But it's a solid plan. You do need food.
Yeah, you must replenish.
It's been a big day. Yeah, what?
Juicy fingers. Oh, Sock's got a virus. Or is he charging?
I believe he was charging.
Anyone who's ever picked up a sleeping cat has seen the zonked out eye.
Okay. It's one of those where, like, Buzz is kind of correct when life and death is involved, however, not what he needs to hear right now.
Yeah, he's a solo flyer, not a commander.
That's the point of a fucking academy.
Yeah. It takes a reprobate and forges them into a weapon. It's a cute sentiment. When someone sees something in you, so you start looking for it too.
Mm.
This is when she was young as well.
Well, she's the one who arranged it for him.
Yeah.
And obviously this was the very first time before she even gave it to him.
Mm.
Man, wouldn't that light a fire up under your ass?
Yeah. It'd also turn on the waterworks a little.
Buzz has let loose a single tear.
Oh, it's a little tidbit.
What do you mean it cost her everything? She died of natural causes.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, you were going to say something.
Little tidbit. At Disneyland, Buzz Lightyear is now a face character and not a costume character. So instead of a plastic molded Buzz Lightyear doll face, is now just a dude in a suit.
To be fair, that's a better way of doing it.
Usually, yes.
Well, I'm not being funny. Disney's always had stupid fucking standards for its actors anyway, so what's one more?
Yeah, fair enough.
That's so gross.
It is.
How many kids are going to try this after watching this film?
All.
Like, the thing that gets me most is that he picked it up off the table. No! Yeah.
Yeah, a greasy, dusty table. Okay, so yeah, everybody knew that Socks was going to be a kid appeal character, but yeah, he's more than that. He's more than that.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Thank you, subtitles, for not spoiling that.
Oh! Just ignoring. Is he only after Buzz or is he only after the ship?
We meet again, Buzz Lightyear, for the last time.
Help! Look, I'm not going to lie to you, man. If I was Andy, I would have wanted a Zurg toy.
Yeah. Gonna sneeze.
Oh, sorry for the audience.
Ears blown out.
Fun thing is, because we're doing this over Discord, I don't hear it. Come with me if you want to live. What? Oh, okay. I'm very confused as to why Zurg was like, come with me.
It is a bit weird, isn't it?
Like, the only thing I can currently think of is, they had the whole gagging too, where Zurg was like, Buzz, I am your father.
Yeah. Literally a Darth Vader gag, but only a Darth Vader gag.
But the thing is, Buzz didn't buy it, but, fake Buzz did. So maybe, but it wouldn't make any goddamn sense in the current context of the film.
Yeah, they start playing catch with Zurg's ping pong ball launching arm.
Yeah, which would totally not fly nowadays. That toy's not getting past fucking testing.
No. Well, actually, a small launcher is okay if the thing that it launches is too large to fit down a throat.
Okay, but you saw the size of the Zurg toy, right?
Oh, it was tiny. It was fucking... basically BB gun pellets, but like maybe only twice the size, but only twice the size.
But yeah, I distinctly remember that when the group left, they went, "Hey, other Buzz, are you coming with?" And he's like, "No, thanks. I'm going to keep playing catch with my dad."
Yippee!
That was far too close of range.
Yeah, for an explosive, yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem to have actually been an explosive because it just did a concussive blast. But like, why would it be so big just for that?
Yeah.
It's like that joke of, man, I know this area like the back of my hand. When did that get there?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fucking way.
Oh, that's a hell of a... Ooh, yeah, okay, that's...
What? Why are they sending it to the Zurg ship?
Yeah.
Like, the Zurg robots have a teleporter thing that lets them go back, but why do they have access to that equipment? Because this isn't a Zurg ship, is it?
I think what it's implying is that the Zurg ship is a Star Command extraction protocol, and it's only the current commander that wants to stay there.
Okay, I get you, because Zurg was like, Buzz, come with me.
Yeah.
And Buzz is the only recorded personnel that they'd still have records for, because all the others would have passed on.
Yeah, and he's the only one actually sending messages to Star Command as well.
That's true! I think you might have cracked it, Rick.
Yeah.
But then why do they always refer to Zurg as the evil emperor in all the other fucking Toy Story canon?
Oh, it's in everything else. Like, I think it's one of those, like...
No, but the toy is the evil Emperor Zurg, right? And this is meant to be the film that made Andy want the Buzz Lightyear toy. So, there has to be some connection, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But then again, the Mirrorverse Zurg is the one that says, he found all the other Zergs in all the other universes, collected their parts, and made himself big. It might be only that one that's evil.
But again, you're not really following what I mean.
Oh, yeah, totally. Okay, so what? Yeah. Yeah, so they're trying to get away with that. They're extracting all the things that are useful. Yeah, I don't know why... Yeah, the only thing that doesn't track is why he would be counted as evil in this canon, which is meant to be...
Toy Story canon.
Yeah, it's meant to be the original canon that Toy Story takes from.
Yeah, they said it straight at the beginning. With the little message. Andy wanted a Buzz Lightyear toy for his birthday. This is the film that made him want to get it. Did they just take socks? Is that why everyone's sad?
They took the...
Don't do that noise on mic. It really isn't good for the listeners.
Yeah, they took the fuel cell. I didn't see them take socks.
I think they might have done. Oh no, they didn't take socks. There he is. Okay. How much fan fiction do you think this scene has spawned?
No, I'm
not going to bring the segment back, but I'm thinking about it. Oh, laser! Is that the first time we've seen it?
Yeah, it is. I think it's implying that the laser is less powerful than the pistol that they can have.
It's a bit of a heartening sign that Zerg has yet to make an offensive attack. Don't pull a Mandarin on us. It's going to be a Mandarin on us. Oh my god, it actually is!
Huh.
No, it's him from the future.
Buzz Lightyear.
Huh. And he's got his own socks.
Cyber socks.
Well, he's always cyber socks.
Well,
but
yes, always cyber socks. Terminator socks.
This is so confusing.
Yeah, I guess it's the time divergence.
Maybe?
So I guess this Buzz is the one from the timeline where Hawthorne went on the experiments. Aw, little Echo. Tearing off the sticker.
Again, I hate giving him too much credit, but George Lucas, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a time travel thing. Or future thing, not multiverse bullshit. Oh!
That is a weird one, yeah. But oh well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I thought was going to happen anyway, until the robot invasion.
Yep.
Why not? How can you say that with a straight face?
Yeah, it's a bit dodgy. Unfortunately, it means Izzy gets never born.
Shocker, that.
It's as far back as he could get because that's when he stole the other crystal.
He hasn't stolen the other crystal yet, though. Unless this is unless you're implying that this is like an infinite timeline type of thing, and it's like the 10th buzz he's done this to.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Well, he still gives a shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's thinking what you're thinking of, is he?
Yeah.
So you got to bear in mind, even though Buzz missed out on it, like, she still had a life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a fucked up way of looking at things, Bird.
That said, this Buzz still knows how they met, so he can still introduce them.
No, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He didn't know anything about them. He spent minutes with them.
Yeah, but he heard the story.
Don't think he did. He heard that that she found someone. We didn't even get a name.
I think we got the name and they got that she was a scientist from Science Lab.
I think we got scientist from Science Lab, but I don't think we got the name. A PTSD will make you do some fucked up shit.
And he's already had it, but not for 50 years.
Well, the current Buzz has had it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you really think you were going to walk away for someone who's been hammering away at this for 50 years?
Yep.
That's some naivete.
You would, though, wouldn't you? If you had a pen like that, you just play with it.
I play with my normal pen now.
Yeah. Number one reason to have a clicky pen. Number one, play with it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So what does that tell you?
That he's elsewhere.
It's one of those where it's like you're always getting it's always stuff like, oh, we've found out that I can no longer do this. It's like, okay, so what do you learn from that knowledge? You know you can't do this, so do something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can't detect someone with your normal scans, then yeah, they're probably just outside of your range, not gone forever.
Yeah. If that's Chris Evans also doing Old Buzz, that is very impressive, but I don't think it is.
Well, he did Old Cap as well.
I guess.
You know, when he's got all his makeup on and he looks like Joe Biden.
Yeah, a little bit.
Aww!
That is still the funniest line.
I like the idea that this version of Socks never used the tranquilizer, and he only ever has one.
But that's incorrect. Well, you'd imagine it's incorrect because, again...
Oh yeah, because he had to use it to steal the thing to begin with, didn't he?
Yeah. So either it got refilled or he has more than one. It's such a stupid fucking joke.
Yeah.
That was actually some smart thinking. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, that's just an infinite loop. We've all done that in Portal.
Yep.
Like, that character's got the right of it. That is pretty neat.
Yeah, and it is a good idea for... if it always hones back in on that particular location, then yeah.
No fucking secondary, confirmation. Oh my fuck! I was not prepared for that!
Ooh!
Jeez, that was so out of nowhere! Oh, I can see the children crying.
At least the original one's still around.
But... Oh, he risked it all.
He did. He risked it all and lost it all. Until proven otherwise.
That was an on-screen confirmed fucking kill, bro. Oh, right, she's scared.
That
would make me 10 times more afraid if I had a fear. It's like, oh, now you can't go back. And it's like, oh, fuck. In fact, it did do that. Remember when I told you about that submarine I went on?
Yeah.
I was fine, so I was like, oh, both the exits are open, we're all good. It was a museum, it's not as cool as being one under the ocean. I would not be able to do that. But yeah, when they closed the fucking the door we came in from, I was like, something in my brain was just like, you need to leave.
Yep. Thalassophobia is a real thing.
I mean, they're robots with a pre-programmed thing, and I doubt they've accounted for minds.
Yeah. I also like how when Zurg was talking...
okay, that's a concussion.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, when Zurg talks, his face lights up from the inside out, which is just how the toy did in Toy Story 2.
Okay. Pretty nice of Zurg to give you time for this little convo.
Yeah. Well, his suit's disabled right now.
Oh, fuck that. No. No.
Well, she's always got the panic button.
That doesn't help in space.
No, I mean the one way she can teleport back to the start point.
That's true, actually, but when you're scared, you don't think rationally.
This is true.
What?
So yeah, all she has to do is get to Buzz and push the button, and if she doesn't get to Buzz, push the button. Or get Socks to do it. He's going to go off into space. It's okay.
Unless you
down isn't down.
You're not helping. But I don't think anyone can quite understand the feeling that Izzy will no doubt be feeling right now, unless they've literally had no choice but to do the thing they don't want to do. This is a totally rational fear, by the way, I think.
Oh, totally. It's one of those fears that requires understanding. But if you've got that understanding, then it's a completely real, normal, and rational fear. It's not a phobia. The point of a phobia is that it's an irrational fear to something.
Yeah, like,
Spiders.
or heights.
Yeah.
Heights, I don't think, should be classed as a phobia because, well, if you're very high up and you fall, you die. You know? Well, you called it. Well, like you said, emergency escape, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. I don't know.
He needs a longer barrel, then it's just Mirror vs. Zurg.
I guess.
Blowtorch hairball.
Literally R2-D2 but a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it wasn't a real laser. It was like a wrist.
Okay, so
it was like a wrist thing. Oh, they are programmed to avoid it. 12 seconds. It was not a lot of time.
Hmm. Yeah, so that's a... Oh, hello.
Ah, right. Stealth bullshit. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, it worked this time.
I don't know, man. That's still a 30. You still got to get off of that bit.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Alright, very funny visual, but still a dumb plan. Apparently they didn't need
they
this.
deflated. Yeah, they just deflated immediately.
Don't worry about that, I guess. Well, put your fucking helmet up first and foremost. I don't know why you didn't do that sooner, honestly.
The reason I can think of not doing it sooner is because the helmet is bigger than your head. Your head can dodge things better than the helmet can.
Yeah,
and if he gets his helmet cracked by some debris, then he's fucked.
Yeah, but if he was incapacitated between that short amount of distance, he wouldn't have been able to. He might not have been able to put his helmet on in the first place, and then die from lack of oxygen anyway. I'm just saying.
Sure.
It's a kids' film. There's no point in overanalyzing it, but that's kind of our shtick.
Mm-hmm.
How? He was next to the source of the explosion.
Yeah.
Oh, he still does that even as an old fuck. Oh, okay. So those wings only.
Oh yeah, they're from the ejector seat.
Apparently so. Hey, look! It's Izzy's big fear now happening to Buzz.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no, never mind. The wings still work. I thought they got busted for some reason.
Yeah, he's falling with style. What's the betting that they're actually going to use that line?
Oh, now that you've reminded me of it, I feel pretty fucking good. The fuck does he think he's Superman? Like, as far as I'm aware, the suit doesn't give him super strength or anything.
No, like all the strength he's got is from a combination of the jet and how much he can
bench
transfer it through his body. Yeah, wait until someone says, when I say so. Yeah.
Why does it... Okay, I understand why the emergency brake might have a cover, but...
Yep.
You know, at the same time, piss poor design if it's that easily busted.
Yeah, emergency things are the things you don't want to seal off, really.
Like for example, the fire alarms at work, you just fucking smash a little bit of glass and it will glass and it will activate the alarm. Like, that's perfect. Like, you're not going to accidentally do that. Or very unlikely that you'll accidentally do that, so. Like, they just re-entered the system as well. So imagine your ear popping on an airplane. Probably be about 10 times worse.
Yeah. Oh, his is all fucked up as well. It's a nice... at least they've remembered to do that.
Do what, sorry?
Give his costume weathering and Izzy's hasn't.
Oh, yeah. When did she get her sticker back?
I assume she picked it up, but she's had it all the time she's been on the Zerg ship.
Weird, because I could have sworn it blew off in the wind, but whatever.
It blew off onto a rock which was next to the ship, and then they went over to the ship.
Okay. I don't remember seeing her pick it up, but whatever.
I also don't remember seeing her pick it up, but yeah, by the time...
You'd think that'd be a character-defining moment, that's all. Who shot him? Hey! Why? Why do these exist?
Oh yeah, he does call himself Universe Protection Unit.
Yeah. Okay, first things first, we're going to step back from the Nazi stuff.
No,
you don't get it, Buzz. If you decline, you go to jail.
Yeah, I like that though. There we are. There's the backpacks.
Yeah. That's fair.
Oh, chest piece.
Wow, you're easily impressed, aren't you, Rick?
Yeah, but look at his little chest piece.
You're damn fucking right she gets a statue.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say I'm surprised Buzz doesn't have one, but he's kind of a renegade at this point.
Yeah. He's also still alive.
True. Listen, if I had a statue built in my honour, I'd want it to be built while I was still here.
Yeah. If I had a statue of myself, I probably would deface it personally at some point. Just to show that if I had a fan at some point, they shouldn't take me seriously, because I didn't either. Have a look at this graffiti mustache and glasses that I drew upon myself.
I still can't believe it's a galactic alliance, but it's still only humans.
Yeah.
But me and Rick are big space nerds. We like Star Wars, we like Mass Effect, so we like to see aliens, even if they don't have big titties.
Like, we all like Garrus. He don't have big titty.
Garrus is a good bro.
Yeah, Garrus is good.
Oh, he's got a shit fucking helmet. Why? No! Stop it!
Yeah, it's just doubling down on R2-D2.
Oh, they did get a pen.
Yeah, it's in his shoulder. It's not his shoulder.
Elbow.
It's in his elbow.
Oh, that's a cute moment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. How many credits have we got? About 14 minutes. Fuck, okay. Yeah, that was Lightyear.
Yeah, it was. There is one after credits scene.
Okay.
And then it starts with the international credits after that. There's about 10 minutes of international credits, or 12 minutes even.
So do you know what the extra credits scene is?
I do.
Okay. Because what I would hope for is hints of the original Ranger team, but I assume we're not going to get that.
We'll see.
You're being quiet and going, we'll see, like you normally do when I'm vaguely in the right area.
Well, also, it's a case of, like, we've got a couple of minutes to wait, but yeah. I do like when credits have, like, nicely animated visuals as well.
It tends to be a thing that Disney just does.
Pixar in particular, like, the one that I remember it most fondly for is Monsters, Inc.
I was going to say the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah, they do the 2D animation paper cutout style, and it's always really charming. It's always worth watching.
And they brought it back for the animated series as well.
Yeah, they did.
Which I appreciate. It was one of the better parts.
Is that getting a season 2?
I don't know. I feel like it took like 5-6 years to make the fucking first season.
Yeah. But by the same token, they have the character models, so they could just throw something together.
Maybe, but like, I don't know. I feel like Pixar takes a certain amount of pride in their work to not do that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so we get to see the armor in all of its splendor.
Yeah. I like how Lightyear's number 2 as well.
Yeah, because Hawthorne's number 1.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it.
I wouldn't really call that an extra credit scene. Fuck off. Oh, there we go. Taika Waititi was Mo Morrison. Oh, Bill Hader was in it. Oh,
so Zurg and Old Buzz was James Brolin.
I know that name. That's fucking Thanos, isn't it?
That's Josh Brolin.
Oh, well,
never mind. Might be his dad, though.
I mean, we've got 10 fucking minutes. You fucking keeps talking. I'm going to look on a quick cheeky Google. James Brolin.
Cheeky Google. Yeah, James Brolin, to see if he's in any way related to Josh Brolin, the critically acclaimed actor of Thanos, and also Cable, and they came out in the same damn year. And Deadpool even says, "Zip it, Thanos," at one point.
Well, he's fucking 82, so...
Well, he could be. Could be the father or something.
It does say, James Brolin. Do you mean Josh Brolin? And it's like, no.
But it's... I've never heard the name Brolin other than for Josh Brolin until today, so it wouldn't be out of the wheelhouse for it to actually be someone related.
I get you. I did think it was a bit ambitious to have that be Chris Evans as well, though, because it did not sound like the same geezer.
Yeah, there's a completely different cadence for old guy voices that it's difficult for a younger person to do.
Like, yeah. He's been in a lot of stuff, but nothing I've fucking seen.
Okay. Does the Wikipedia tell you that he is or isn't related?
I don't know, because my phone's weird and doesn't like to do Wikipedia straight away. He is the father of the actor Josh Brolin.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
So, yeah. The father of Thanos is also a future incarnation of Captain America.
Yeah.
Dude, I would still absolutely love it if in the I wouldn't love it. I'd love it for about 5 seconds because the joke's funny. But if Chris Evans ended up being the new Human Torch, that'd be great. But again, for exactly 5 minutes, and then the joke would stop being funny.
I tell you what would potentially work if they introduced the original Human Torch, who was a robot. And that's Chris Evans, because he's like from like the 1940s or something.
I don't remember that ever being a thing.
Yeah, so there was a hero in the in Marvel who was called the Human Torch. He was a robot. He was before the Vision. He was before the Fantastic Four. And when the Fantastic Four came along, and we got Johnny Storm, and he became the second Human Torch. He was treated as the first, even though like there is an actual Human Torch already in the universe. But he kind of like fell by the wayside because he wasn't that popular.
No, I think that would be dumb. You're quoting knowledge that even the most hardcore of comic book nerds would be like, it's better off just to forget.
Yeah, fair enough.
That is silly. Fuck's sake, animated films have such big credits. Well, I don't know if we can stretch it over 10 minutes, but we're going to have to try. Rick, what did you think?
I thought it was fun. I think it was more fun than I was expecting, because I was expecting it to be at least 40-50% insipid.
And
I wasn't expecting...
What do you mean by that?
Like, I was kind of expecting it to be the quality of Minions 1 in terms of not being that good of a movie. I was pleasantly surprised that it was better than it could have been.
I guess. I mean, I think I said it to you yesterday before we were going to properly record that, we got to sit through a nearly 2-hour-long film, which I'm pretty sure was going to be mediocre at best.
Yeah, mediocre at best was the definite wording that you used.
I still think it was mediocre, but it's not.
Okay.
It's certainly not the worst thing I sat through for the channel.
Yeah, I mean, point back one video.
Oh, I'd rather watch this again like a dozen times than watch another episode of Bad Exorcist.
Yeah. I would rather watch this again and only focus on a single character and do a full-on deep dive into that character's motives, hopes, and dreams.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
No.
Do any more of Bad Exorcist.
You really hyped up that end credit scene, man.
No, okay. There was an end credit scene, and then it goes to additional credits. I thought it was mostly international credits, but turns out this is just the normal credits.
Yeah, because fucking animated films are hard.
Yeah, they are. Oh, there is another end credit scene.
Okay. One can only speculate. Well, I just hovered over to see what it is, and I already know what the gag is now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, fair enough. And let's dedicate another like 2 seconds of screen time to this character, because this character sucks.
But yeah, what did you think?
Oh, it's tough. Alright, I'll give it credit where credit's due. It had a couple of twists in there I didn't see coming.
Yeah.
Although we did kind of guess a bit of the big twist with Zurg, but not quite spot on, because we sat with and again, we needed to be spoon-fed that Zurg didn't immediately blast Buzz's face off. He was like, "Come with me if you want to live." And it's cool. Well, and we tried to theory craft with the whole Toy Story in Toy Story 2. It's like, Buzz, I am your father, so maybe that's what the angle was. Didn't make a lot of sense, but they contextualized it, and it's Buzz from the future. Was never going to predict that because it's silly.
Yeah. And yeah, I liked the Zurg design in this, and like I say, it's kind of in between the two.
The Zurg design is definitely an improvement over the OG one, but the OG one was meant to just literally be a toy.
Yeah.
And also came out in 1998.
Yeah.
Was it that early? I could have sworn it was like 2000. To Google!
Yeah. 1995 was the first one.
Yeah, that's I've got no qualms with that. Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 came out in 1999, so split the difference between the two of us.
Okay.
Toy Story 3 didn't come out till 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, and Toy Story 4 came out in 2019.
Yeah.
I've never watched Toy Story 4, but it's rather surprising that there's like 10-year gaps between films.
Yeah, the weird thing about Toy Story 4 is that Toy Story 3 was a pretty good ending.
Yeah, because I watched that, and when it ended, I went, yeah, that's a good stopping point. Like, I don't mind if they do shorts like going forward, but...
And yep, here we are. Here we have the second post-credit screen of Derek. Yep, the gag is that he spent the entire movie, explaining the route.
Yeah. It's kind of sad, though, because he was, like, flouted as a part of the team, and they're fucked off to space.
Yeah.
So, poor Derek.
Yeah, because other than Derek, the rest of the team was all good characters. I liked them all.
Yeah. Like I said, I take umbrage with there being a galactic alliance and it only being humans. I've said it like a dozen times throughout the film, but it just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, I would like, if they did continue this mythos, for them to actually adopt non-humans into the team.
Yeah, I'd rather they just didn't continue it, to be honest, but... yeah.
I see you. I see it, but...
But if you're right, if they did... Is this another scene?
So it would seem.
Oh, it's going to be revealed that Zurg's not dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, well, we've got like 4 minutes of international credits. Oh, it let me fucking zoom in this time. Interesting. Cool. Vergio Catalana. I swear that's like one specific fucking dialect of Spanish.
Yeah, Catalan Spanish rather than Castilian Spanish.
Interesting. Oh, Shepperton International. That's a fucking UK studio.
Okay.
Well, Shepperton Studios. Which I don't live that far from, apparently.
Yeah. And it gets a shout out in all of the different languages. It seems.
Apparently so. I don't know why you'd use Shepperton Studios for anything animated.
Maybe because they're... Oh, Tim Peake. Tim Peake just appears out of nowhere as part of the cast.
But only for the English UK version. What?
Yeah, so I guess that was something that happened in the British cinema version. Because they did that with Andy Peters as well, didn't they?
I don't know who that is.
He was a voice for like one of the guys on the runway in Toy Story 2.
Okay.
Right.
Then, so like a throwaway gag, but they'd only get it in England, so cut it from all the other fucking dubs.
And in Shrek 2, Jonathan Ross was the ugly stepsister, but in America it was like Regis Philbin. And then when when she got more of a part in Shrek 3, both of them got Regis Philbin instead because, you know, it needs more voice acting than a couple of gag lines.
Yeah, I get you. Man, I remember Shrek the Third got a bollocking from Eric Idle.
Okay.
Because, quote unquote, they stole a Monty Python joke. Which, one, that's a fucking old man thing to say, isn't it?
It is.
And two, you were in the fucking film.
Yes.
As was John Cleese.
Yeah, the whole point is, they've got pythons in the film. The whole point is that they're trying to bring that brand of humour, admittedly in a neutered way, but to a completely new generation of comedy enjoyers.
But it wasn't even a particularly uniquely Python joke. It was an overworld shot of the map and showing Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots going the wrong way and then going, oh, wrong turn, and then... which, you know, yeah, was a joke Monty Python did, but I wouldn't really call it an iconic Monty Python joke because loads of things have done that.
Yeah, absolutely.
In other words, old men being grumpy. What's new?
Old man yells at cloud.
Like, I remember before he passed away, Vader, who was a wrestler, not Darth Vader, in case you get confused. He was constantly having a go at younger wrestlers on Twitter for doing loads of flips and shits and flippy doos. It's like, this ain't wrestling. And someone just said to him, yo, what's your fucking problem? And he just said, I'm old and cranky. And I was like, man, you're being honest about it, so I'm not even mad.
Yeah. It's one of those, if you're not wearing a helmet, it's not real wrestling.
I guess. Tell that to a wrestler.
Yeah, like pro wrestling isn't wrestling.
Tell that
wrestling. It's a different sport.
But I fucking dare you. I dare anyone to go up to a pro wrestler and go, you ain't shit. You ain't doing real wrestling. You suck. You'll get slapped round the chops.
It's not you ain't shit. You don't do a sport. It's you're not doing the sport that it's called.
I take such umbrage with that.
Yeah, you're calling the thing that you're doing a different word. You're calling it the wrong word. The word is wrong.
No, they are wrestlers.
I'm a nerd.
They are professional athletes. They are pro wrestlers. This is the fucking problem Vince McMahon had. It used to call them sports entertainers because people were like, you can't say wrestling, it's not mainstream. It's like, no, they're wrestling and it's wrestlers. Yes, we know that like amateur wrestling and pro wrestling are two different things, I'll grant you, but they're still both wrestling. Go fuck yourself with that nonsense.
Yeah, different sports.
But you don't go up to a wrestler and say you're not a wrestler because he's a pro wrestler. That's fucking nonsense. You're being asinine, you bastard.
Well, asinine is my middle name.
As we've realised. But yeah, I get what you're throwing down. I can feel your vibes. Rick, favourite moment?
My favourite moment is, pick any Socks moment, but I think the best one was when Socks 2.0, or the future Socks, tranquilizes future Buzz in the back of the head, as a nice callback to the time that past Socks tranquilized someone else, and Buzz theorized, was that one for me? So yeah, I'm going to go with tranquilizer number 2.
I did particularly enjoy the line as well both times of, I bought you 5 minutes, as if to, let's move this conversation along, because time is a bit of a factor.
How about you? What was your favourite moment?
I enjoyed the reveal that old man Buzz was Zurg.
Yeah.
Because it was still somewhat unexpected.
Yeah, it was unexpected. Like, we were all theorising until that point, and then we got something confirmed. Maybe not the thing we were theorising about, but something.
But yes, we can't only speak about the good, we have to dwell a little bit on the bad. So to that end, Rick, weakest link?
I'd say the fact that we didn't get very much at all with the elder Commander Hawthorne, because she was a fun character. I would like to have seen more of her. Like, she had a very good dynamic with Buzz, and it just sucks that Buzz's work ethic robbed the viewer of seeing more of that.
I would absolutely watch a different movie that was just OG Hawthorne, I can't remember her first name, living her life, because she seemed to have a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. With the caveat of now and again Buzz drops in for a day and then back out again.
And also, don't forget, this film is banned in a few countries and has all of the homophobes rolled up because she had a happy, loving relationship with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So, big tick Pixar, continue to fuck off the bigots.
Yep. How about you? What was your weakest link?
It lived up to its standards of, it was fine. I wouldn't call it a good film.
Okay.
I also wouldn't go as far as saying it's a bad film. It's one of those where, I don't know, if I was to give it a rating out of 10, I'd give it a perfect 5, which in some ways is worse than a 1.
Yeah, because at least a 1 you've sat through a trash fire and the trash fire keeps you warm.
Like, I cannot tell you how disappointed I was when Sonic 1 was coming out and they changed the design of Sonic, because I was like, this film might be fine now, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah. Man.
But yeah, when we say 5, we mean an actual average and not a scale that starts at 6.
Yeah, because a lot of people fucking do that of, what would you give this out of 10? And it's like 6 or 7, which is their way of saying, I didn't really like it, but it'd be rude not to give it over 5.
Yeah. It's one of those where average is the new 0.
Yeah. Again,
it's like a 4-point scale. You get 6, 7, 8, or 9. Nothing gets below a 5, and nothing gets a 10.
Yeah, a lot of people have this attitude of, I don't want to give anything a 10 because nothing is truly perfect, and it's like, you're missing the fucking point.
Yeah, but
anyway, it is what it is. Like I said, not a terrible film, wouldn't call it good, it was fine. Certainly better than what we reviewed last week, so I'll give it that.
Yeah, I'd rate it a bit higher because I've seen worse films and also not felt robbed of my entry fee.
Well, let's put it this way, Rick, would you watch it again?
I probably will watch it again because my folks want to see it, and now that it's available on Disney Plus, we can see see it as many times as we like, and it still is, as of last week, in cinemas.
Well, when you go to click it on Disney Plus, it says still streaming in IMAX. So, but the reason why I give it a 5 is I'm not going to watch it again, and I know I'm not going to watch it again. I didn't think it was worth. It doesn't warrant a second watch.
Sure, I'm not going to watch it again today.
No shit. But yes, last but certainly not least, Rick, MVP.
I'm going to have to give it to Socks because I couldn't take my eyes off the little guy every time he was on the screen. And pretty much whenever he did something, it was basically the script of Socks does something funny.
So what we've learned today is, Rick, all you have in your brain is cats and Lego.
Yeah. No, what's between those ears? Is it a brain? No, just cats, no brain.
Cats and Lego. Don't forget the Lego.
Yep, cats and Lego. It's cats and Lego all the way down. But yeah, how about you? Who was your MVP?
I mean, his name's in the film title. It's got to be Buzz.
Yeah.
The film just wouldn't happen without him. And, well, I think I said it during the film. Even though it was it's a weird mixture of selflessness and selfishness on his part to keep going through, performing these experiments for the good of everyone. In that, it's selfish in that, well, his reasoning isn't I want to help benefit everyone. It's I made a mistake and I need to make up for it. And he's robbing his friends and, well, he doesn't actually have any family by the looks of it, of time with him. However, it's also selfless because if he wasn't doing it, someone else would have to.
Yeah, it's like a martyr complex, isn't it?
To a certain degree.
And I think the only reason that I couldn't also give him the MVP is because that whole complex is the reason that we didn't get more time with Elder Hawthorne.
Well, sure, but from a literary standpoint, Hawthorne was just there to hammer home that, Buzz is losing out on something, but he's too blind to see it.
Yeah, time is passing and the only person that he cares about is now getting old before his eyes.
But, for him, it's a blink of an eye. It doesn't register that all this time is passing and he's missing all these milestones. It was just happenstance that one time he happened to jump down during an anniversary.
Yeah, the one time it does hammer home to him, though, is when she's driving and he has to try and correct the course as she's going off course driving.
Yeah, which he's swiftly corrected for. It's like, no, fuck you, I can still drive.
Yep.
Because she's probably getting an earful from the wife about it as well all the time, but he wouldn't know that. But yeah, I think that sums up Lightyear pretty well. It was a bit of a long one today. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Bear in mind that if you're watching on YouTube, we have the comment section down below. Let us know your thoughts and opinions, and please feel free to send in recommendations. That being said, we're not only on YouTube, we also are available via many audio platforms. If you're listening via one of those and also would like to get in touch, you can instead send us an email. Where they send said email to, Rick?
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
And I hate to end on such a corny line, but I have to. See you next week, guys, and to infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond. Bye!